I was unlearning that needing to figure something out means that there's something wrong with you. And somewhere in that middle of that process, I realized na ito yung mga bagay na hindi sobrang pinag-uusapan. Yung in-between part. Kasi like me, makikita na lang yung mga tao yung achievements ko or yung nagawa ko pag nandyan na. Pero hindi nila alam yung in-between. Yung feeling na you feel like you're lost but you know you're not. It's just you are leaving something behind to get to that next level. Have you ever felt like you have everything together and somehow that makes life feel a bit lonelier? Or do you also feel like that strongest version of you is the one that nobody really checks on? Like, you're so good at holding things together and people forget to ask if you're okay. If any of that felt familiar, you're in the right place. This is a space I built exactly for that woman. The one who's independent, strong, and who's actually living the life that she wants. But somehow she's also still quietly figuring out things. Kasi the truth is, nobody really has it all figured out. Or else, baka game over na. Imagine a game na may ending. And imagine yung life mo ganun. Like, pag natapos na, finish na, end na lahat. So, wala nang fun, wala nang thrill, wala nang excitement or challenges. And that's the thing about life. We are in this life journey and I believe nobody really has it all figured out, even though at some point, feeling mo na figure out mo na. At some point, feeling mo in this season, akala mo, oh, finally, nakuha ko yung sagot ko. Or like, na-figure out ko na tong season na to, paano i-navigate tong season na to. But then, another new season will come. And then another one will come. And then another one will come. And that's why I believe that nobody really has it all figured out. No matter how much one person's lives looks very good on social media, maybe behind those posts, they're still also figuring out life. And for me, there's this kind of life that's really hard to complain about. Because by most measures, you're winning, you're independent, you make your own decisions, and people look at you and they see that as strength. They see it as someone who has it all together, someone who chose herself and built something real, and they're not wrong about it. But what they don't see, or what you don't always say out loud, is that living this way comes with its own weight. Yung mga moments where you're sitting somewhere beautiful, or maybe nakahiga ka lang sa kama mo, and you feel something that you can't quite name. It's not really sadness, it's not really regret, just something like a heaviness that doesn't really have like a clear explanation. And yun nga, because we're strong, we sometimes carry it quietly. And that's what I actually felt before I started making these videos or started building this podcast. I have been in a process, a long, quiet, uncomfortable series of unlearning things before I actually started filming these videos. I have been trying to figure out what's next for me, or I feel like I already know what it is, but ang taas ng resistance into actually doing that. I feel like this has been kind of like years in the making, and parang ngayon lang super nahinog to actually do these things. And I was unlearning a lot of things. I was unlearning what I was taught to want. I was unlearning who I thought I should be at this age. I was unlearning that needing to figure something out means that there's something wrong with you. And somewhere in that middle of that process, I realized na ito yung mga bagay na hindi sobrang pinag-uusapan. Yung in-between part. Kasi like me, makikita na lang yung mga tao yung achievements ko or yung nagawa ko pag nandyan na. Pero hindi nila alam yung in-between. Yung feeling na you feel like you're lost but you know you're not. It's just you are leaving something behind to get to that next level. And you're in the in-between eh. Parang andito ka before, dito mo gustong pumunta, and nandito ka sa gitna. Parang nagtatag of war na yung comfort zone mo or kung saan mo gusto pumunta. And in that in-between, dyan mangyayari lahat ng aha moments mo, ng mga life lessons mo, ng kung saan yung actual change na nangyayari before nila makita yung product na of that change that you're going through in life. And nandun sa gitna eh. Nandun sa gitna lahat ng mga lessons, lahat ng mga learnings. Yung mga bagay that I wish I heard before, baka siguro mas madali for me, or maybe I also had to experience going through these things. And now, I'm sharing those experiences, the things that I have been through, to get to here and to still get to where I want to be. That's why I decided to start this Figuring Out Life podcast. So I guess quick intro about me. I'm Angela Nicole, I'm a solo traveler, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm one of those women who chose a life that's not very traditional. And even though my life looks completely fine on the outside, and maybe to many people, it looks like I have it all figured out, the truth is I'm still actually in the journey of figuring out this life. So this time, I'm finally ready to share that journey to many people as someone who's tried to live like a very private, close life. Well, which is na-enjoy ko naman na. This is my new discomfort zone din kasi eh. And honestly, I have grown a lot in the process pa lang of building this, of finally filming these videos. I have like unlearned a lot of things, and going through that discomfort zone is really changing me into a better person. Akala ko okay na life ko before eh, pero yun nga eh, palaging meron talagang i-upgrade, palaging meron pang igaganda yung life, or even yung learnings ng life. So while I'm very much into self-help books, podcasts, business courses, online courses, learning, growing, stuff like that, this is not really a self-help podcast, I guess. Like, I'm not going to give you a 5-step process or 3 things to do to fix your life or to get your life together. I'm not going to tell you what to do or who to be or how to get from where you are to where you think you're supposed to be, because this podcast isn't about fixing you, it's about finding you right where you are, in the middle of figuring things out, in the moments between making big decisions, in the life that you're actually living and not just the highlight reel version. So some episodes will be personal, some will make you think, or some will just make you feel less alone on a Sunday afternoon when nobody around you quite gets it. And I think that's enough. That's the whole point. I don't have it all figured out, and I'm not going to pretend to. So we're figuring it out together, and I hope to see you in the next episode. And if you have any topics that you want to talk about, or maybe questions or whatever, just drop them in the comments and we'll see if we can do that for our upcoming episodes. That's it for now. I hope to see you in the next episode, and let's just keep figuring out life together. If something about today felt like a conversation you've been waiting to have, stick around, because that's exactly what this show is here for. Figuring out life together with me, one honest conversation at a time. If you'd like to stay updated on all my podcast episodes, you can subscribe to this channel if you're watching this on YouTube, or you can give this show a follow on Spotify. I'd also love to hear what you think about the show. Send me a DM on Facebook or Instagram at Figuring Out Life PH. Let's continue to figure out life together, and I'll see you on the next one.